drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on.
Hello and welcome back to Beach Out. Now today with me I have a car which a lot of you had already seen previously in a couple of my different videos as well as Instagram reels, and that car is the same car that we first documented at this year's Valley Run, and that's this, a 2-liter Polo. A lot of people think that engine swaps are easy, engine swaps are, you know, like a cup of tea. There's a lot of things that go inside an engine swap which a lot of people don't understand. For a normal person, engine swap is like, okay fine, you got a new engine, made it to a gearbox and put it in the car. Despite all that, this car which Nikunj bhai has made, Nick Trans Motorsports, originated in Surat, Gujarat. They've taken almost a year to develop this car to make sure that everything is running properly and running reliably for a long period of time. And now with this first prototype of theirs, which is the 2-liter TSI, their platform is now ready to be shipped out to a lot of other people also who are looking for cars with a similar power output or with a similar setup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly take you on a tour of this car. I'm going to show you a little bit of the engine, a little bit of what all engineering and what all has gone in this car, and give you more details about the build. First thing that I want to tell you about this car is this is significantly lighter than a normal Polo. A normal Polo would be about 200-250 kgs more than this car. This car weighs approximately around 1000-1100 kgs, and the main reason behind that is there's a lot of weight reduction gone into the car. If you look on the inside, it's a complete bare shell on the inside. There's only one seat, only the driver seat, no passenger seat. Now just consider that this is around 1100 kilos, and on top of that, this is basically producing more than 400 horsepower and about 530 Newton meters of torque. What that means is that this car has some insane acceleration and performance numbers, where in this year's Valley Run, this car did a close to 12 seconds on the quarter mile. 0 to 100, this car would be easily able to do 4 seconds. And the big reason why, apart from the weight reduction, is the 4-wheel drive system. Basically, in short, what we have over here is a Golf R from the engine, the transmission, and the 4-wheel drive system, but at the same time powertrain has been fitted to a much lighter car. A Golf R is roughly about 1350 to 1400 kgs, and at the same time producing more power, because a stock Golf R is roughly about 300-350 max. This is 400, and there is still scope for further tuning in this car where they can actually get the power up even higher. And the big reasons to contribute to that increase in power is, of course, this 2-liter TSI engine. This 2-liter engine is the EA888 CCZ engine from the Golf. Now that engine is mated to a DQ250 gearbox, which is way more reliable, and it can handle easily up to 550 to 600 Newton meters of torque. The 4-wheel drive system in this car is the Halidex 4-wheel drive system, which is using the Halidex clutch instead of the Torsen clutch. Now, as I was saying before, there is a lot of intricacies and a lot of details involved when you are doing a project like this. There is everything from the custom wiring harness that has to be calibrated to this particular setup. Then there is the ECU which has to be calibrated, the TCU. What Nick Trans has done is they've actually used original engine mounts where you don't have any modifications with the chassis. And what that means is that this is going to be a much more smoother running engine with less vibrations. There is a Vibra engine mount over here. Now this system is currently running a pipe across air filter, APR air intake and turbo system with the APR GTX turbo on it, and a forged intercooler. Now there is still a lot of things which has to be done on the car. What you see is not final, because obviously finishing touches have to be given. This will obviously be finished and made properly in carbon fiber. The positioning of the air intake and the filter is also going to be changing so that it is inside the body of the car. This car has been almost 12 to 14 months in development, and now it's at its closing stages, where I would say about 90 to 95% of the car's development has been done. Finishing touches is what is remaining in this car. And also you must be wondering that a car with so much of performance, how does it stop? Well, it's obviously not running the normal brake setup. What we have over here is discs on all 4 wheels, 345mm rotors at the front and 320 rotors at the back. This is obviously again part of the conversion what Nick Trans Motorsport has done. So guys, that was a little bit about the tech specs of this build. But what are tech specs till the time you don't actually feel it and actually sit in the car and experience it? So we're gonna head out now and take this car for a quick spin.
Start it up.
Alright guys, it is time heading to Mexico. That was a pretty insane experience. There are multiple reasons why that was an insane experience. Who's gang? As I was saying, that was a pretty insane experience. Two special reasons. First, when you're driving normally, obviously you have to ignore the completely hollowed out interiors. You have to ignore that it's set up as a track car, as a car for racing. If you ignore that, the suspensions are pretty normal. They don't feel like you're sitting on a rock. The power delivery is the part which was really impressive, because the power delivery was not like it wasn't like it was abrupt, it was coming in jerks, but it was very natural. It was very linear, it was coming very smoothly until Nikunj bhai was actually flooring it down. Till the time the power delivery was absolutely smooth. If the car was completely done up on the inside, nobody would even come to know that it's actually making 400 horsepower. And the second thing that is hugely impressive about this car is its performance, obviously, because the kind of performance, once he was putting his foot down, the kind of performance I was experiencing sitting in the passenger seat was something which I would experience from maybe a car which is in the 80 lakh and above range. And to imagine that kind of a performance from a car like this. Before we conclude, I quickly want to touch on this. I actually did a full video with Nictrans discussing about the different variations that he will be offering with this platform. Unfortunately, that video didn't work out because the audio went back. So here's a quick summary. Basically, Nictrans is going to offer multiple options, right from a 1.8 liter engine to a 2 liter engine, as well as have multiple options for the transmission, where you can choose from a DQ200 or a DQ250 for the automatic, and a manual gearbox as well. One major point that I want to talk to you about his future builds is that none of the cars that he's going to make will have any structural modifications to the chassis, which means that most of the mods are pretty reversible, where you can actually go back to a full stock car if you wish to. Nictrans is based in Surat, Gujarat, and I'm going to link his Instagram profile down in the comment section of this video. So if you guys have any further queries, feel free to reach out to him. The cost of this build, as I said before also, the cost of this build is something not which is currently determined. It is still something which Nikunj bhai is researching, because he has to figure out the kind of parts that go into it, calculate the overall costs, and you know, the entire R&D that's gone into the car. But that said though, I am 100% sure it's going to be way less than 80 lakhs. Hell, I'm also 100% sure it's going to be way less than even 50% of that price. Any which way, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please do like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Till then, ciao.